Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's new GTA 5 Online video, it is of course Thursday morning. Rockstar has released the new weekly update for GTA. It is Halloween week 3 for the 2025 Halloween event here in GTA. We have some more big changes that we're going to be talking about today. With all of the weekly update stuff that we got, some new content, some limited time rare vehicles, some good money bonuses, big discounts as well, property and vehicle discounts alike, if you can consider the property discount a property discount, because it's more so a vehicle and a business. But either way, really good opportunities. We're going to be talking about the biggest changes for this week here in GTA, so thank you guys so much for tuning back in. One of the discounted vehicles is this car you can see right here. I'm so happy to have this for this week. I rarely get to show off some supercars in the intros of my videos because they're hardly on discount, but we got this one to check out. So thank you guys so much for tuning back in. Let's get started. As always, let's start off with the housekeeping items for this week because we have a few different things to talk about. Let's just get the free reward for this week just for logging into the game. We'll get this out of the way first. Head to the mask section of your wardrobe. You can access the vintage Halloween section and you will find the green vintage devil mask. You can get this just simply by logging into GTA Online this week. So another login reward just like last week. Now we do have some other Halloween content for this week as well. For example, the new game mode that we have, it's a Rockstar created game mode. It's an adversary mode. It's a slasher game mode, which is on bonus this week, but it is the raimiest variant of slasher, which basically you are aboard the raimiest submarine, which is a modified version of the Kasaka, meant to be really spooky and stuff like that. And Rockstar has teased this. This is some new content for this week. The slasher stalks up to 7 hunted with a shotgun. They've only got flashlights. After 3 minutes, the hunted get shotguns to turn the tables on the slasher, and if the slasher or all the hunted are killed within the time limit, then either of those guys will win. This one looks pretty cool because we saw some characters wearing like alien outfits. This is reminding me of one of those alien movies, you know, Alien Romulus or something like that. So I'm looking forward to this game mode. And then also the continued Halloween content for this week, the Christine Phantom car random event, plus the UFO appearances. So you have another opportunity to do all that, plus all the Ghost Exposed content, which we'll go over later in the week as well. At the Salvage Yard, here are your 3 vehicle robberies for this week. They're available through October the 22nd. Let's start off. The top range vehicle for the week is the Lampadati Corsita, featured in the Gangbanger robbery. Then you have the mid-range vehicle for the week, the Truffati Z-Type, featured in the Podium robbery. Then we have this beautiful Albany Brigham here, the standard range vehicle featured in the Duggan robbery. As you can see with that garage icon in the bottom left-hand corner of the vehicle thumbnail, it is a claimable vehicle. This car is going to feature the LS Pounders limited time or, you know, exclusive claimable license plate on this car, and you can turn this into the Echo 1 Ghostbusters vehicle with one of the liveries for this Halloween season. This is a beautiful car. Definitely try and unlock it this week. Let me know if you want to see a video on this. I'll probably get around to it a little bit later this week just because I'm going to have content this weekend for you guys every single day as usual, but tomorrow is going to be the weekly update money guide, and then I have other videos planned for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, so maybe I'll get around to this on Tuesday. I'm going to be camping over the next few days, so I won't be able to get this video done beforehand, but I'll have it probably after the weekend for you if you want to see it. When it comes to our money bonuses for this weekly update here in GTA Online, the big one that every player should be taking advantage of if you are going to be actively money grinding on the game this week is the double money and double RP opportunity on all Acid Lab sell missions. Obviously, the Acid Lab is probably the most solo friendly business in the entire game. It's the top 3 business overall, but probably the best for solo players besides running like a Cayo Perico heist or something like that. Acid Lab sell missions absolutely rock. You can sell your acid product normally for 351,000, a little bit over that if you name the acid product, because that gives you a 5% boost to your payout. But with the double money this week, you're going to be making over 700 grand. And then of course, you sell that in a full public lobby for the max high demand bonus, you get 1.5x on the sale value as well. So now that just over $700,000 should be over $1 million, but I think it gets capped at about that $1 million mark just because of the way there's like payout caps on businesses. It's really annoying, so you won't be able to take full advantage of the high demand bonus this week because of the money bonus associated with the Acid Lab, but you're going to get your payout to basically $1 million, which is absolutely awesome right there. Now, of course, like we talked about at the beginning, another bonus is just on the raimiest slasher adversary mode, which is here in the game. This is brand new content for this week. The Ghost Exposed collectibles return to the game as well. So you photograph all 10 ghosts and you get the rewards. You know, you get the Ghost Exposed outfit, the livery, etc. I think you get some other free rewards. I forget exactly what they are, but you're also making double money for photographing all the ghosts and the bonus reward at the end, which is normally $50,000, I believe. So now it's $100,000. Oh, look at that. We disconnected. That's awesome. But I'm still here in the server. Isn't that so weird? PC is so bugged. And then the other opportunity is 3 times money and 3 times RP on the Halloween community series. So not the Rockstar created stuff, but the community jobs. There's some stunt races. You have some death matches and whatnot. Those are paying out triple money and triple RP. And then the other bonus reward for this week is with the weekly challenge. And this is the most important week ever because it's the final week for you to get that Vinewood Undead collection. For this week, simply win 1 adversary mode. You will get $200,000 plus the brown vintage werewolf mask. Now this may be the hardest challenge out of all 3 we've had because before it was just 2 rounds of a survival without dying. Last week's challenge was 3 taxi work jobs. This one you have to win in adversary mode. So you either have to be good at the game and carry your team or leave it up to randoms to carry you. Hop in their backpack. Just don't get kicked for being AFK, obviously. But I would get this done earlier in the week rather than later because everyone's going to be playing the new mode plus trying to complete the weekly challenge. You don't want to wait till the end of the week just in case, in case you're trying to, populate a lobby and you just can't matchmake. That would suck. But with the Vinewood Undead collection, you need to complete the first week's weekly challenge, second week's and third week's to get that slasher clown outfit, the Please Stop Me mask, as well as the Vinewood zombie t-shirt, plus the Skulls livery for your Mammoth Avenger. You will get that during next week's weekly update if you complete this 3rd and final weekly challenge. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, your Lucky Wheel podium vehicle for this week here in GTA Online is this beautiful red Fister Neon, which is valued at $1.5 million. It released with the Doomsday Heist DLC. It's a pretty high-end electric sports car. Of course, because it's electric, you get that instant torque, so you get a super fast launch speed. Pretty good handling in my opinion. The braking's also really good, so it's good enough just for driving around the city or maybe doing like a short distance race or something like that against some other electric cars. Obviously that's kind of like a niche use for it. Obviously, like I said, handling's good, traction as well. You could stay glued to the road even if you're like aggressively taking turns and things like that. But because it is electric, the biggest drawback to driving this vehicle daily is the top speed. It's really low compared to every other sports car and even some other electric cars like the Cyclone and the La Carousse and things like that. Despite the speed cap though, I'd say it's just a solid enough pick as an electric car. I love Porsches and that looks awesome right there. The front I have some notes on, but overall I do think that the Fister Neon is a cool car. Not the best car to have at the podium, but it's still good enough. I mean, I like it. So let's spin that lucky wheel, try our luck, and see what we can get, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't won a car in one of these videos in a while, so drop a like for good luck. Let's check it out. We are going to spin right past that car, but can we get a discount? RP, discount, let's see what we get. Elitist travel discount, 10%. I'm pretty sure I own every one of those vehicles, so I can't even use this. Awesome. Don't forget about the daily visitor chips, too, at the cashier. At the LS car meet, your prize ride for this week is the Dinka Kavos V6, which was released with the Agents of Sabotage DLC. It is based on the 9th generation Honda Accord, and I gotta say, this is the most wildly customized Honda Accord I've ever seen. I actually can't imagine seeing this thing on the street, to be honest. Like, I could picture an old Honda Civic or an older Honda Accord or something like that. I couldn't picture like a newer Honda Accord like this. That would just be absolutely crazy. But anyways, if you'd like to complete the LS Car Meet Prize Ride Challenge to unlock this car, you need to place top 5 in LS Car Meet Series races for 3 days in a row. I don't have much else to say about this car because, to be honest, I've never purchased it. I've never driven it. Actually, no, I have purchased it. It's sitting in my Eclipse Boulevard garage, but I have not driven it at all. I meant to customize it. I don't know how it drives. I don't know if it's front wheel drive. I don't know if it's rear wheel drive. I don't know if it's all wheel drive. Fast, slow, good at handling, bad at acceleration. Who knows? I have no idea. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, jumping into this week's major vehicle and business discounts. The Brigade 6x6, the MTL Brigade 6x6 here, is 30% off for this week. If you buy this, you'll get the Acid Lab, of course, for $1,015,000, but you won't get the equipment upgrade, so you might as well just do the first dose missions anyway. Get the free Brigade, then upgrade it into the Acid Lab, and upgrade the equipment upgrade on there, things like that. Do the Dax Fooligan missions, etc. But if you do just want to buy it, you can get it for 30% off this week. And now let's jump into all of our other vehicle discounts for this week here in GTA Online. So the Ubermax Cypher you can get for 30% off for $813,750. Definitely worth picking up. You can grab the Overflawed Autark as well for $1.368 million at 30% off. Another great supercar in the game. Definitely pick this one up as well. Top 10 in my opinion. The Pagasi Torero, $698,000 purchase price at 30% off. The Vapid Illusion is on sale. You can get this for $1.284 million. It does come with some Amani Tech stuff, I believe, like the armor plating and things like that. I actually forget if this one comes with it. At least the headlight glitch is fixed. It's a cool car. Like, I like these Ford Explorers, but is it worth picking up for you? I don't know. I mean, probably the ADIOS Jubilee is going to be a better SUV. Same with the Rebel GTS and things like that if you want speed. But there you go, 30% off for this. You can get the Gallivanter Baller LELWB on sale for $359,000 to $172K, and you get both versions. You can either get the standard one or the armored. Both of these are going to be 30% off. So whether you want some armor plating on the side or not, you can pick up both of these cars. Next up, let's chat about some of our Halloween vehicles. All of those are discounted, like the classy Tornado Rat Rod. We've talked about this in previous weeks, so I'll just fly through them right now. You have the Rat Rod, you have the Albany Lurcher, you have the Albany Frankenstange, you have the LCC Sanctus, as well as the Chariot Romero Hearse. But there's some other vehicles we gotta check out as well, like the Dinka Sugoi is 30% off. You can get this for $856K or $642K with the trade price. And then just some other options. If you go to the MOC right here, you can renovate and choose your cab. The Joe Built Hauler Custom, I forgot the manufacturer for a second. The Hauler Custom is actually discounted this week, so you can get it for $980K instead of $1.4 million, so that's pretty cool at 30% off. And then another vehicle we haven't seen in a while, not really that worth it, the Armored Boxville. You can get this for 30% off for $910K or $682K with the trade price. And then the Karen Technical Aqua is also on sale, just under $1.5 million, or excuse me, $1.05 million, so you can get it for $1,042,000 this week or $784,000 with the trade price. When it comes to the test drive vehicles at the LS Car Meet this week, we've seen these plenty of times before, so I can't really say they're rare and removed vehicles anymore. I mean, they are removed from the game still in the fact that they're not purchasable from in-game websites, so we'll talk about them anyway, but we just see them so often, I can't really say they're like super rare because we see them rotated into the game a lot. So starting off, we have the Vapid Bullet, obviously based on a Ford GT. It's a really nice car. You get a nice balanced blend of sports and supercar traits. Great at acceleration and handling, gonna lag in the top speed department. Performance though, definitely makes it worth picking up at least as a collector's item due to the fact that I guess it's a little bit rare. Post Mercenaries update, post San Andreas Mercenaries update. Like I said, you can't buy it off in-game websites, but you see it enough at the LS Car Meet, so there you go. If you want to buy it for yourself, $155,000, the value is obviously there. Next up, this is probably my favorite pick here, the Dubocci Rapid GT Classic. It's based on the 1972 to 1989 Aston Martin V8 series vehicles, and this car offers decent enough handling, sharp turning capabilities, gonna struggle with oversteer at high speeds, and honestly, in my opinion, it has below average braking. It's not the most customizable car in the game, but it's a beautiful, classically designed vehicle. And there's some really cool potential for some eye-catching paint jobs that you could do with this car. Like, when you customize it, this turns into one of the most visually appealing vehicles in the game, in my opinion, despite the fact it's not, you know, the best at customization depth or, you know, the best at performance or anything like that. If you'd like to pick up this vehicle for yourself, $885,000 purchase price. Next up, the Grotti Stinger. This is a very stylish Grand Tourer. You get high speed, good acceleration. Again, gonna struggle with oversteered high speeds as well. The braking is also less than impressive. It's not really a choice for performance, it's more of a choice for style. And especially compared to the hardtop counterpart, I think this is a little bit more stylish. I don't like it with the soft top. Obviously, turn it into the convertible, put that down. But this car is pretty cool. And again, if you would like to buy it, it's gonna run you $850,000. At Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport and Car Dealership and this in-game vendor for this week, we have the following vehicles. Of course, the Albany Frankenstange, the classy Tornado Rat Rod, and the Chariot Romero Hearse continue for yet another week here, just in different liveries, paint jobs, customization options, things like that. We reviewed these vehicles for the first week, and so I won't be going into detail on these, but these are the two different ones that have rotated into Simeon's this week. So we have the Ocelot Locus here. This is a sports car that's going to combine some pretty good acceleration with a top speed of 119 miles an hour. Pretty good for, you know, high speed cop chases and racing and stuff like that because it's lightweight, got a nice balanced design. Free roam grinding, it's not great just because of the fact that, one, you get a little bit of oversteer at high speed, so that requires some skill to manage, and that's obviously going to translate into racing as well. You get good handling and agility, but the open cabin design, you're just going to get headshotted out of this thing in a public lobby, so be careful with that. If you do want to buy this thing, though, it's going to run you $1,630,840 for the week. Next up, the Vapid Peyote Gasser. Really good speed and acceleration. Obviously, since it's a gasser vehicle, the handling is going to be terrible. It struggles in the handling department. You get excessive understeer, cornering's a challenge, but, you know, it's not meant to be a track car, right? It's literally just meant to go in a straight line. So despite those performance limitations, particularly around the turns, I don't really advise it for purchasing, but still a pretty cool car. But also it kind of has the drawback of it's meant to go fast in a straight line, which it does, but also the BF Weevil Custom will beat it in a straight line anyway in terms of acceleration and top speed. So it's like if you just want another sort of like older gasser, but also like a dragster, the BF Weevil Custom isn't either of those, but it'll just do the gasser's job better, is what I'm saying. So if you want to buy this, $843,240 this week. Really cool livery though. I like that. Vapid fuel injected. I love the customization options on this car. Like, it just looks cool. At the gun van for this week in GTA, if you guys are watching on Thursday, October the 16th, you can find the location here down at San Andreas / Magellan Avenue over at Vespucci Beach. So I'll zoom into the location for you to see right here. And when it comes to the gun van stock and selection for the week, it's basically the same as what we've seen in previous weeks for this Halloween event, plus some new items that are featured back into the game. So we have the railgun, which is featured here, the tactical SMG. The tactical SMG is going to be 30% off for all GTA Plus members. The railgun is going to be 40% off for everyone. This gun's worth it at full price anyway, so definitely get it for 40% off. You also have the compact EMP launcher here, plus Halloween weapons. We have the Shocker stun weapon, 50% off for GTA Plus members. Same with the Widowmaker, the Up and Atomizer, which, you know, all these weapons are available for everyone. You can only get this for half off if you have GTA Plus, but the Up and Atomizer is absolutely worth buying as a gun van exclusive. Same with the railgun, and same with the tactical SMG. And then we have the Unholy Hellbringer here as well for our last Halloween weapon. We are going to be wrapping everything up right here, ladies and gentlemen, so thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure to drop a like on it if you guys did go on to enjoy. Consider subscribing to the channel if you are new and you want to see more GTA 5 online content just like this. Of course, also feel free to check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/HazardOusHDTV for more GTA Online money grinding live streams. It is the GTA 6 waiting room over on there, and I will see you guys tomorrow with the weekly update money guide, talking about the Ass Lab, and maybe checking out the new Slasher Adversary mode as well. So I'll see you guys then. Adios, amigos.